I mean pouring. So I'm standing under a tree in hopes that it'll subside. And I'm just gonna take a little break. I keep finding 1800s square nails, and I found a 1918 coin up there in those trees up ahead, just about 1,000 feet up there. And so I'm down right at the bluff where I showed you the beach down there. You might be able to hear the waves. And I cut a nice wide plug. I just want to show you know, the purpose of cutting wide plugs like this. It's big, it's huge, it's bigger than the head of my detector, but look, with a coin, because I'm sparing my coin. Killed again, guys, killed. Oh man, I think I'm 30 rusty nails already, Doug. 30, if you can believe that. I'm just about giving up. It's a ruddy toy plane. That looks like an F-14. And it's that would be a plane. Any markings? Yes, we have markings. And I'd probably go ahead and say this is going to be a nickel. So let's pull it off. Actually, it's kind of big for a nickel. Yeah, no, it's not. So, oh yeah. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Does that say 1958? Yes, it does. Oh, thank you. It's a young queen. And I am really excited, man. That is awesome. Wicked. It's one of those 24-sided or whatever it is, nickels. Sorry for the shaking. I'm exhausted from digging. And it's cold and it's been raining, but I'm really hopes that I can find another one. And all the coins here have this corrosion, it appears to be. You can see the corrosion mark down there, so it was, I'd say it was a good inch, 2 down, not very deep. And let's see what we got. It's likely going to be like the first time I've ever found one of these. What we're looking at here, and I'm not going to rub it anymore because I think I'm damaging it at this point. This is going to be a 1940, I think, I'm going to say 46, 1946, and that would be King George back there, guys. So wow, what a find. First time I ever found a 40s penny. I have a couple 40s dimes and things like that, but I'll clean this up and I'll show you guys. Pretty neat though. So that's going to be my first 40s penny. Incredible. Yeah, oh, I think I see a 48. Let me go ahead and clean this up a little bit for the camera, but we might have a 40, so if I come back, it's something interesting. There's dirty coins over there, working away. And I've got, looks like an old lost car. I've already found 2 toys this weekend. One of them which was an actual Dinky toy. I don't know about this one though. This field is really muddy to work in. It's all crushed up and bent. But, oh, there's some writing. Let's flip it around. You know, and they've got patent numbers on them and all kinds of stuff that they're old. But, so I'm digging away, and then I come across this, which I don't even know what this is yet. But look how thick it is. I mean, this sucker is thick. Look at this thickness. I've never seen anything so thick. It's gonna be probably British, maybe?
I bet you that's a euro.
Oh man, look how thick it is. Let me film it. Flip it over. See, so we got a, it's gonna be a 70s queen. And it is a, what the, 1 pound. That is so cool. 1 pound. What's that worth? Like $5? How dirty you get when it's a wet field. I mean, it is filthy. Look at my gloves. Look at that mud, man. That mud, I've just wiped these off for like 10 minutes, but this mud gets on everything, everywhere. I'm so filthy. My wife's gonna kill me. I'm ruining the car doing this metal detecting because they get so dirty. And I wanted to show you that I'd cut a really good plug here, and my coin's perfectly sitting there if you can see it. The only problem is when they're coated like this, I've noticed it doesn't matter in this field. I just found a 1997 penny, and it's just as corroded. So the corrosion is very misleading. And that is a young queen. So that's pretty good. You know I like young queens. So I'm happy with this. This is going to be a 60. I think I just saw it there. I'll likely be a 64. Yeah, 64. Penny for the young queen. So it's very light. It doesn't feel good. But it does have a date of 1970. I'm gonna go ahead and say this is a German. It feels fake. It's so light. I don't know what. Yeah. Let's have a look. Oh, nice. Nice. Look at that. Beautiful King George. Maybe 50. It's a 52. 52 King George, man. Nice. Beautiful. And it looks like it's in amazing condition. I think it's King George. Let me see. Where are we? Yeah, that's looking like the neck of King George. And this is going to be a King George weekend for me because I've got, this will be my 3rd King George. Let me see what we got here. Is it King George? Yes, it is. It is King George. And it is a 1944 penny. Beautiful. It's a 40s weekend for me. It's my second 40s this weekend. Second 40s in my life. I'm quite happy with that. Amazing. Awesome. Okay, so here's the garbage from this weekend's hunt, which would be about 4 hours. And you know, this is just the regular type of garbage, a little bit less of it. You know, there's the regular nails and some old 1800 square nails in there as usual, and some pull tabs and some bits of iron, little bits of copper and aluminum, and a big old nasty chunk of tin foil. So digging less, trying to explain that, what I mean by digging less. I'm just looking for better targets. I'm constantly just trying to discriminate what I'm hearing and just doing less digging to try to get more quality. It's also about the area I'm working, and I'll talk about that. So what does that mean, dig less? Well, previously I was looking for areas that had large concentrations of people standing, dropping coins. So there's large modern coin layers, and my theory was, well, you know, if there's a bunch of coins under there, there's likely going to be an old one because of the last, you know, basically the volume of coins. It's a good chance that there'll be some good coins in amongst that. Well, my new theory that I'm doing now is that I'm not digging areas that have mass traffic. I'm digging older areas, and the result is digging less stuff, but more older coins, so more quality in terms of what I'm looking for. So let's have a look at the overall loot for the weekend. Here's my loot for the weekend, which is, you know, if you've seen some of my other shows, you'll see that I generally get a large amount of modern coins, like tons of them. It's quantity, not quality. Well, here I'm going for quality now more. I'm trying to just get more interesting coins. So, as usual, I've gotten the regular modern coins that I'll repurpose. You know, there's a buck or so there. I found some small cars, Dinky cars, and a plane. I found some interesting overseas coins. That's actually an Austrian coin, and a sorry for the jiggly here. That's a 1 pound. If you can believe it, I've never found a pound in my life, and a pound's worth a lot more than an American or Canadian dollar, so that's kind of cool. And then the coins, you know, just your 60s, 70s, and 80s pennies. Some young queen, which I got a nickel. Sorry, I got a nickel there, and a young queen penny. And then the weekend was all about King George. 3 beautiful King George, 2 in the 40s, 1 in the 50s. I've never had any coins in the 40s. These are my first time I've got coins in the 40s. I have older coins in 40s, but I've never had the 40 range. So I'm pretty excited about that. I was started off just looking for 40s. I thought, hey, I'll just try to get 40s and work my way down. Well, I got, you know, 1833, and still missing the 40 range. Well, there they are. Gloucester Javelin. Dinky toys made in England between 1930 and 1971. That's a 1968 Colonel truck. I'm not sure. This one was also built in England. It's got a patent number and so on. But as you'll see, it's driven its last day. It's a little beat up. Lowrider. So this is my last 6 hunts. It's all copper. I've taken out anything. Oops. I've taken out everything that isn't copper, and so I don't know. There's probably a couple 100 coins in there. I think maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe less. But I'll dump them. So just trying to get some footage. And 1, 2, 3, there. Why they look greasy is because they are. They're covered in olive oil. Okay, so here we go. You know, I've got this sack, if you will, of coins, and I just keep basically bringing it into a ball and trying to dry it out a little bit. Portrait type to start. I'm going to be cherry picking, looking for young queens and really sharp looking quality coins and pulling those out right away. And then I'll be putting them into age groups after that and then wrapping them. Then you'll see the whole thing. This is where are we at? We're getting there slowly. Okay, I'm finished. I have them all now into piles by portrait. What that means is they're all piled up based on the portrait. So there's what I will call a new queen, and there's the pile of the new queen. Then I'll call 70s queen, 70s, 80s queen, and they're piled. That's the biggest pile. 70s, 80s portrait queen, and then the really nasty, ugly condition ones. Ugh. And American and young queen. I'm right here to shoot this real quick. So there's the result of that stack of pennies that you were watching me separate. It's now into $3 total rolled up. That's 4 pounds of copper, and the going rate right now of copper is $3.10 a pound. So that's $12.40 for $3 worth of pennies. Pretty cool. And there's the young queens that have been reconciled into my collection of young queens, and some American Lincolns that I haven't really had a good look at, but I will. So there you go. That's the result of